Hey guys, Sunny here with some Heroes of the Storm action for you. We're going to be moving into a replay of a game that I played recently. It ended up being fairly good, so at least I thought it was good. I'll post it up on here. And for the red team, we have Nova, Murky, Jaina, Abathur, and Kael'thas. And in the blue team, we have Abathur, Kael'thas, Nova, Thrall, and Zagara. As well, I am playing the Nova for the blue team. I'm getting ambush snipe first. So let's get started here and see what both teams are planning to do. Usually I try and roam when I'm playing as Nova. Enemy Nova has this sick, awesome wolf mount there. Actually, I suppose I have that one. I could use it if I wanted to. So we have a big, bit of a fight opening up here. Thrall swinging around behind the enemy team, getting in a good position. Unfortunately, he gets stunned and has quite a bit of damage dealt to him. Doesn't look like anyone's going down for either team right there, as clones are dying everywhere. Abathur placing a couple of mines right here. I'm thinking these were misclicked because that doesn't seem like a great spot to put them. And then there's... Oh, that was so close. Murky with 10 health left. I thought the auto attack would finish him off right there. That's what I was thinking at the time. Fortunately for me, that did not work out. Here's Abathur up here on Thrall, trying to push Jaina back slightly. Murky gets killed in the bottom lane, but doesn't give a ton of experience to the red team. We have a little Abathur duel up here. I think, well, actually Jaina could end up winning this, especially if she gets some of her stuns off. If Thrall gets in melee range, he will win that. But other than that, Thrall probably wins that fight most of the time. Or Jaina probably wins that fight most of the time. We actually get to see it right here, and looks like Jaina will indeed win. There's Kael'thas going up, trying to get an extra shot off. I run through a couple of mines, and it looks like Kael'thas is going to get stuck behind enemy lines. That living bomb goes off on him. Murky for the blue team, still on the bottom, soaking experience for his team. So there's a guy trying to take a couple of shots at... That's actually a really smart idea to throw that at the tower right there. Get that damage in. Looks like blue Nova's coming in here with Abathur's support. She is absolutely deadly with that hat on. Here's Zagara trying to take a couple... Oh, Zagara trying to get away, but Thrall running in there. Wants Nova bad, and he might actually get it if he could stay on top of her with the Wind Fury, but has to back out, especially with Jaina. And Murky coming in from behind. Thrall is going to go down here once again. And a 4-on-1 situation, never a good thing for him to do. Kael running in there, just throwing out a empowered flame strike. So it looks like both teams are actually getting a considerable amount of this temple. Red is saying we should just go for the top temple. Abathur's laid out a nice trail of mines here. This is really nice to do if you can put them along paths that your team will retreat along. Looks like Kael'thas goes down for the blue team. Zagara goes down for the blue team. Murky goes down as well. Nova here in a bad position. Thrall might actually get Jaina. But with Abathur, no, the snipe takes her out. And Nova is trying to run away. This could be a very large... This is about a 3-0 swing right there. And, you know, that temple's now out of energy, so... Red is coming up here, and like I said, this is a nice path right here. If Red can bait some of the blue team members back, if they're retreating this direction, pick up a free kill from Abathur's foresight and his planning. So Jaina firing off a couple of shots right there. I will say this is a quick match game. So Kael'thas is going to go down. Looks like Thrall is going to be facing a 3-on-1. He's going to go down any second now. Actually, maybe not. I spoke too soon. Zagara goes down, taking Murky with her. Thrall trying to stay alive with that extra Abathur, and now it is only Kael's coming back. He just respawned, and pretty much just Abathur and Nova alone, but Nova does go down. Runs along these along the mines right there and ends up getting herself killed. And here's Kael'thas and Nova heading in on Thrall and Jaina. Or Kael'thas and Jaina, sorry about that. These two are really getting confused. They have the exact same skin with the exact same tint. But that'll give the red team most of that fort. And if we look at how these ended up working out, looks like Red got the better of the exchange on both the mid and the top temples. Avatar here, way out of position. I think he will end up going down. I don't know if he realized where he was. Or, well, he probably realized where he was. I don't think he realized how down his fort was. Here's Murky on the bottom lane, just pushing really, really well. Trying to keep his team in this game. He has gained them a slight experience advantage. They have about a half a level lead. Here's Thrall moving down on Murky. He wants to squish himself some Murloc. As that Kael'thas goes down up top, and now we'll have an invulnerability coming out of Murky here, and with Abathur, he should get away. And he, oh wait, no, that's going to be super close. Can the regen kick in? Yes, it can. No! Oh, I'm really not sure what just killed Murky right there, but Murky goes down at the last second. So this game has kind of been all over the place. Blue has taken almost a full level lead now. Abathur taking a couple of shots at Nova from his hat. Let's look at that archer minion. Does 28 damage. Look at that. There goes Murky down once again on the bottom lane. His egg is over here in the corner, so he'll be back just about all the time, every time. Top lane, we have Nova versus Kael'thas. She is way behind enemy lines. If she can get a kill here, that would get her up to level 4. But I think she's going to be able to sneak out without anything much happening. Murky right there with the... what is that called? Bribe. That's what that talent's called. With the bribe to force those minions back. Looks like Abathur Murky is a deadly combination. Nova here barely getting away, but manages to snipe Murky down at the last second. There's enemy Abathur in the bush right there. Nova, oh my, oh wait, no, that's not enemy. That is the allied Abathur. Looks like this bottom fort is actually going to go down here any second now. Blue has their ultimates now. Murky knows exactly where Abathur is. This is really unfortunate for him. Nova Hearthstoning out of there. I think they saw the Locust coming out of here and realized that Abathur had to be in those bushes. Blue is going to get most, if not all, of this temple. It's about a fourth done now with its charge, and Red needs to get in there and maybe contest a little bit of it. Although whether or not they can actually do that, there's Nova's clone causing a little bit of distraction right there, and Pyroblast coming in to nail Zagar right in the face, so she will die instantly from that. Thrall having to run now. Oh, he goes down there, but there's the Pyroblast from the red Kael'thas coming out, and no dice on that. So 3-0 swing. Blue is ahead by 2 levels now. Kael'thas with 3 stacks of gathering power. He becomes exceptionally deadly in the later game, particularly at level 13 and 16 once he picks up those last 2 talents. He is absolutely amazing if he is going for the bomb build, which it looks like he is because he does have the fission bomb coming up. Looks like Murky trying to get some action going on, but he will go down. It looks like we're going to trade Murky for Zagara. That is never... Nope, Zagara kicks in the rapid incubation and manages to heal herself up so that she survives that living bomb. Nice play from Zagara to keep herself alive and not trade with Murky. It's never worth it to trade with Murky or one of the Vikings, or really with Abathur's ultimate evolution, if that comes out and ends up being what happens. Looks like Blue Nova is moving around. Red Nova is way out of position right here, and with the Octo Grab and the double stun coming out of Kael'thas as well, that's going to be it for me. But it'll be an even trade, a Nova for a Nova. Except now it's become a Nova, Zagara, and a Thrall for a Nova, so 3 for 1, not so good. Looks like we're having monstrosity duels around. This evolved monstrosity has a move patrol button. Oh, interesting. I did not know that was part of that. I didn't know he had that in the code. So here's Murky, wants to pick up a couple of giants. They come up in 4 seconds here. I think I'll wait. He does have 2 stacks of bribe, so he's just going to run in there and grab that. And let's see what Nova can do. Abathur being really smart with his mines, placing them in some very strategic locations where where he thinks the team fights are bound to break out. And right there is actually a pretty good spot. Looks like Zagar is a little bit too far forward here. The Nova clone eats most of those shots. Most of those Banelings. It looks like Blue wants to take this mid temple right here. Red Nova steps out of the fire. Keep yourself alive just a little bit. But there goes Zagara with the Pyroblast and the Pufferfish and the Blizzard. She did not stand a chance right there. Blue Abathur's over there. Looks like Nova sending down to the bottom. Really not the best. Looks like, whoa, we had a bit of a spike right there. So Nova's not a great character for this. Maybe eventually I could take these down, but it will be fairly close. Looks like enemy Nova is actually coming in here. And this is going to be really interesting to see how this Nova deal. Oh, except she gets way out of position and gets shot by the enemy minions right there. So both Novas just unloading on each other, and I end up surviving right there, albeit barely, just 200 health. Even less than that a second ago. It looks like Zagara and Kael'thas. Thrall doing a pretty good job here of zoning out the enemy, although I think he's going to go down. And Murky's going to make it away with that bubble heal. Well, he doesn't have the bubble heal yet, but the bubble that he comes out. And he's actually not getting the bubble heal. He went full-on pufferfish build. Zagara's probably going to go down here, and Kale as well. But he does get the Pyroblast off, which means a dead Jaina every time. Pop goes the Jaina when that Pyroblast hits her. Now we have Monstrosity versus Monstrosity here from both Abathurs, pushing them across the map. We'll see if they end up putting them in the same lane. That could always be a bit of a fun experiment. Looks like Nova takes a couple of pot shots there at Murky and ends up not working out super well. Although with Thrall here, Murky should die pretty much instantly, goes tumbling across the board. Looks like we have a blue Monstrosity pushing down the mid, and right now red is behind 2 levels, almost 4. Abathur goes down for the red team. I'm not sure where he was and where he got killed, but that leaves red without their main support. Looks like Thrall's going to go down here to the Monstrosity. So the Monstrosity ends up taking Thrall out. That's actually huge. Here's Nova trying to deal with Abathur's Monstrosity, but now he'll be able to back it up and heal it. Actually, he can't. I just realized he has going full-on symbiote build. He doesn't actually have the healing capability, so that's something that I really, really like with the Monstrosity, is the healing capability, because this Monstrosity can't... Its usefulness is limited, as it has to wait for its own health regen to come back up. And it can only heal with the Soma Transference right here that heals for all the enemy units around it that do get hit. Abathur trying to put down some mines in Nova's path as she runs away. So here's Kael'thas moving up, and blue is 3 levels up here from red. I don't know what red is going to be able to do. It's going to be fairly close. They did close that gap, so they have that even on talents now, so going into this fight will be absolutely huge to figure out something. Thrall, being an absolute beast, takes out Murky and Nova. Oh, Nova goes down as well, so he took out Murky, Kael'thas, and Nova with a little help from Abathur. There's some triple taps hitting Jaina in the face, so that's going to even things up in a big way. Murky goes down once again. There's the Water Elemental trying to push his way forward, but I think Kale's going to take that out just fine. Jaina trying to pop in here and get a kill or 2 off. Murky coming up once again. Just being an absolute pest. Looks like Jaina finally decides to Hearthstone home, realizes that she cannot get that kill off. So Nova scouting out here. Looks like she is going to walk super close to Abathur. And oh, just Abathur's just right off the screen. But what I'm doing here is I'm looking for Murky's egg. I've seen the direction he's come from several times, so I know exactly where he is. Looks like Zagara is going to go down. So I know exactly where he's been coming from, so I know his egg has got to be around there somewhere. Looks like Murky goes down, and I snipe out the egg. So now Murky has a full minute. Abathur realizes that I'm nearby and decides to GTFO. He's like, I am out of here. Actually runs back to the bush, so that's an interesting choice by him. Looks like Blue Kale is running after... I'm not really sure where he's going. Thought somebody was up there, but there's the Monstrosity duel. I've been waiting for that all day. Red, you can see here, has the Where's that talent? Never mind. Neither of them got the healing. Looks like the blue monstrosity is going to go down now. And I also die in the midst of all that chaos. But both Abathurs using those monstrosities very actively. Using them to be very helpful in team fights. So nice shot comes in there. Does 2,000 damage to Kael'thas. We'll see if the monstrosity can chase him down. No, not with the stun. The gravity lapse coming out of Kael will save him. But here's Blue Nova trying to pick a spot, take a shot here. Kael'thas needs to be very, very careful. He could easily go down. Hiding in the back right there is actually a very good choice. And oh no! Oh no, she knows where Abathur is. Abathur's totally dead right here. Oh, Abathur moved out to spawn some locusts and ended up paying for it with his life. So red needs to run. They have over half of this temple. They just need to run right now. Jaina goes down. Thrall trying to be a beast and actually is being an absolute beast. That trait healing him up. Unfortunately, Zagara got caught by Murky, and with that level 20 edge, and a Shark Tank too, just does so much more damage. Looks like Nova's up here trying to take some shots. We have a bit of a Nova duel up here. If we take a look at the difference in their talents, Lethal Decoy and Crippling Shot versus Lethal Decoy and Double Decoy. Envenom and Gathering Power are also different, but take a look here. Nova actually does have 5 stacks of Gathering Power, so she is very, very deadly at the moment. And if we look at the blue Kael, I can't look at him actually at the moment. He's dead, so he doesn't have any stacks of Gathering Power. There's Abathur throwing down his mule, and now we need some help on the bottom lane. These giants have been wrecking this lane for quite a while now. 400 life left on that giant, so he will go down immediately. And it's up to Nova to get the lane clear. Not something that you actually usually say. So level 20 for both teams now. That edge is even. You'll see I picked up Rewind. A lot of times I'll pick up Fast Reload. But I end up liking Rewind quite a bit. It lets you put down 4 clones at once and do a back-to-back snipe and triple tap. Or here's a triple tap coming out. And that was actually where I was like, I really wish I had Fast Reload, because now that ability is on cooldown for the next 90 seconds. Murky's coming in here. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Maybe just delay us for a second to try and pull off a kill. I'm not really sure what he was thinking right there. So double Envenom from the red team. If they could stack those together, they'd actually be absolutely devastating. Looks like Abathur is super up. Whoa, what is Abathur doing? He's being very, very aggressive with this Thrall. Probably going to go down there into Murky, but no. Thrall's trait, the Frostwolf Resilience, comes up and makes it count. So there's Kael'thas blowing up the egg at least, and maybe Murky as well. Murky goes down there, so he has a full minute recount now. Abathur stayed alive somehow. Red's just not paying attention to the map. Abathur's hiding in those bushes, kind of going, I really hope nobody finds me. And that will actually end up working out for him. I'm kind of surprised that... Oh, looks like Kael'thas is going to evaporate here. And there's the double rewind, or there's the rewind for the double clones. They will do so much damage when there's 4 of them. Each one of them doing 25%. It's essentially like having a second Nova on the battlefield. Sniping your enemies. So looks like Red knows that Nova is out there. They keep pinging danger. Jaina coming forward will get blown up in an instant. Goodbye, Jaina. And now it's just Nova and Abathur trying to deal with this and take some of these temple shots, and missed my snipe right there, so that's kind of embarrassing. Abathur's still down here on the bottom lane. Should be headed onto... I'm not really sure what he's headed onto to push, actually. Maybe the mid here. He actually might be back here trying to push this forward. Hearthing home for some mana, so we're in a bit of a lull at the moment in this game. It's like Red Abathur spawning some locusts on the bottom, doing his split push thing. And I think he knows these locusts coming out. If either one of them is paying attention, they should realize that Abathur is down there, and we even have a locust nest down there as well. You can see evolution complete, taken by blue Abathur versus the Locust Nest taken by red Abathur. So Kael'thas goes down for the red team. Nova here just super close to Abathur. Come on, realize where he is. Oh, come on. I want to scream it past me. Just be like, what are you doing? Abathur is standing right. Look at, you can see him. And, although, on the other hand, I could just steal this Merc camp. That's always nice, too. Looks like Jaina wants to come in. Zagara's going to go down here to a triple tap, and the entire blue team crashing on her. Oh, excuse me there for just a second. Looks like somebody on the red team has finally realized where Abathur is, so he will be gone. Red has managed to crawl their way back into this, and we are even now in experience. Red has actually gained a slight lead, but at this point, experience does not matter that much. And Murky will go down there immediately. Bottom Temple should activate fairly soon. So we're going to have Thrall and Nova down here to hold this one. Abathur going up to the top to try and hold that one. That's probably not a super wise choice. Oh, Murky almost dies to the mines. So close. Luckily for him, he realized what was going on. So there's Abathur spawning some more locusts, putting a ton more pressure on this bottom lane. Kael'thas killing Murky with that nice shot, but we have the Monstrosity, Nova, and Jaina on the way, and Kael will just evaporate right there. The Ragdoll effect, absolutely not effective in the middle of the blizzard. Kind of just keels over and dies. There's another Locust moving across the map, and Abathur pushing this with his Monstrosity. This thing is absolutely devastating on a good push. I don't know why Thrall decided to leave. Looks like Murky picking up a couple of more minion stacks right there. So looks like both teams have lost a fort. Actually, blue has lost every fort at this point, and the Monstrosity is just attacking the core now. So with Murky down, this could end up being a very, very interesting match. Could end up being over here in just a second, although with Kael'thas being back, the amount of lane clear that he has is absolutely insane. I've actually noticed that games have become incredibly hard to close out lately because teams have become very, very protective of their cores. And once you add Kael'thas into that composition, he's an assassin with specialist-like lane clear. So Zagara will go down there immediately, putting the red team at a disadvantage unless they can pull off a kill here in the next couple of seconds. They are going to need to avoid any team fights for the foreseeable future. Pathetic snipe right there. Just gets thrown back. Abathur moves way far forward. I'm not sure what he's doing right there. That could be our kill. Oh, that was our kill right there. Looks like the fast reload out of blue is going to make a big difference right here because she has an available again. And unfortunately for us, that is not what we needed. With Zagara down right there, going into that team fight is going to cost us a fort. But maybe I can pull off a kill of some kind. Murky will go down, so at least I'm getting a little bit of experience back for us. So that ended up working out quite nicely, but I think this fort is going to go down. And with 3 temples up, oh, that's going to... Oh, boy. This is actually really bad for red. With 2 players dead and 3 forts still up, it is going to be very, very close. So Zagara wants to head down to the bottom lane. She can actually get there quite easily thanks to these Nidus worms that she has set up across the map. So this will be 1 temple versus a weakened core and 2 temples versus a full core plus this outside fort. There's Murky taking a couple of shots from the from the base here. He is regenning quite nicely, very, very quickly. But there comes Kael and the Monstrosity in to take this top temple for the red team, and that's probably going to be it. There's Kael'thas going down in the middle. Actually, Kael'thas dies to the minions. Oh, that is going to be it. Blue had a chance if Kael'thas hadn't died to those minions. Jaina would just take the bottom for it, gets it down to 45, but there is going to be the game right there as the blue core goes down to those last few temple shots. If Kael'thas had stayed alive here, he may have won. This game would have been super, super close. It was already close as it was. Like, even levels, 37 kills to 30.75. But just Kael'thas dying to these minions, that's not a mistake that you often see. And I can't help but feel that was the final nail in the coffin. It definitely cost his team the game. And probably could have ended up winning it for them if they had been able to stall. Because Jaina had just taken the bottom. So it would have been very, very close. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that game. I did. I enjoyed playing it. And I also enjoyed casting it. I've got a couple more for you guys that are coming up. So stay tuned, and I will see you later.